Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of In the Man Cave. I'm Josh.
And I'm Shane.
He is Shane. What the hell is fucking happening out there, huh? Tell me!
I have to say, I had to eat crow, at least. I predicted the Steelers, Jesus Christ, they weren't even in it. The Patriots were going to win the 6 Super Bowls, but they didn't.
Look at that. So, who was wrong, Mr. Shane?
I think you agreed with me too, though, Josh.
No, I figured that the Patriots would win, but I was wrong.
Yeah, good on the underdog Eagles winning the first Super Bowl for Philadelphia. Maybe the next couple of years will even out the state of 6-1, 6-2. Who knows? Maybe next year an all Pennsylvania Super Bowl. That'd be awesome to see in my lifetime. But yeah, so I found 12 interesting facts from the Super Bowl. Josh, I know you didn't watch it because you guys don't have cable.
Right.
Did you watch any commercials or anything at the halftime show?
None of that, but
I
kept up. No, but I kept up with the score, like I always do.
Yeah, I wasn't really well. Truth be told, I did fall asleep in the first quarter. Took a little nap, woke back up, so I did miss some commercials. Not really anything. No movies I've seen that were just like, oh my god, because Black Panther I already knew. Infinity War, it was 15 seconds of kind of stuff we already seen, other than like Spider-Man up in space. But yeah, there was no really good ones. Okay, Jurassic World 2 and Jeff Goldblum in the Jeep. Those were good commercials.
I love Jeff Goldblum so much.
Well, you need to get that Funko Pop then.
Oh yeah, the one where he's like laying down. Yeah, I need to get that one. He's like my favorite actor, so I should.
He's great in Thor 3. Anyways, so I have 12 interesting facts about the Super Bowl.
Sure. Okay. Oh, in case you can't tell, we're doing a Super Bowl themed episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think it mentions it, but that Justin Timberlake halftime, I was telling Alyssa, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. It was, a good show. But I looked at her and said, good thing he had a backing track, or he would have not sang at all. Like, he focused more on dancing and just let his music play. It was so odd, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Number 1. Tom Brady is the first quarterback in NFL history to lose a game with 500-plus passing yards, 3 or more touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. And that's for both regular and playoffs.
Jesus. Good job, Brady.
Brady and Gronkowski have connected for 12 postseason touchdowns, including 2 last night. That ties Joe Montana and Jerry Rice for the most by a quarterback/wide receiver duo in NFL history.
Wow.
3. In Super Bowl 52, the Patriots allowed 41 points and 538 total yards, more than any Patriots playoff game under Bill Belichick.
Wow. Is this all about yesterday's game?
Yes, this is only about yesterday's game.
Gotcha, okay.
I found other lists, it was like 52 facts, and it was like, the Steelers have 6 Super Bowls, and it was like,
it's shit everybody knows.
Yeah.
Just want to say, who won the first 2 Super Bowls ever? A Green Bay, bitch.
What was I saying? Oh, the Eagles, before they turned it to the Super Bowl, they beat Lombardi in 60. And then they changed it to the Super Bowl, so they never won a Super Bowl. But the championship game, they beat Lombardi.
I was hoping you were going to say that. Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Hey, if you want to point out the Packers, I'm going to
move on. Move on.
Okay. Nick Foles is the first player in NFL history to throw and catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, I'm going to butcher his last name. Meanwhile, Danny Amendola pass attempt to Brady was just the 3rd time Brady has ever been targeted as a receiver, and it's the first time it failed. He caught the previous 2 for a total of 59 receiving yards. Which, the funny thing about that is I like the meme where they changed the ball into the trophy, and it's like, oh, just missed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to screw this guy's name up, and he was even on my fantasy team this year. New England kicker Steven Gostkowski.
Something Pollocky, yeah.
26-yard miss is tied for the 3rd shortest missed field goal in Super Bowl history. Mike Confer missed a 19-yard kick for San Francisco in Super Bowl 23, and Rick Carlos missed 23 a 23-yard kick for Denver in Super Bowl 21.
Wow.
Why did I say his name wrong or something?
No, it's just that's funny. That's like really fucking short, you know.
Because I guess they screwed up how they painted the field. Like they didn't have the markers on the logo. I don't know. It was really weird. The Patriots got a field goal in the first quarter to tie the game at 3. That was the first time they scored in the first quarter of a Super Bowl in the Brady/Belichick era. Now the Patriots have been outscored 24-3 in the first quarter of the Super Bowl since 2001.
Wow.
Yesterday's game was the 50th straight game that Brady was favored to win, dating back to 2015. The only quarterback with a longer streak was Kurt Warner, who was favored 55 straight games from 1999 to 2003.
Wow.
This was the Eagles' first Super Bowl win, so now Philadelphia joins New York, Boston, Chicago, and Los Angeles as the only cities with a team to win the World Series, Stanley Cup, Super Bowl, and NBA title. Which, then it says, obviously, there's a lot of cities that don't even have a team in each of these sports. Mm-hmm. Like, Pittsburgh will never do it because they don't have an NBA team, right. But they obviously have all the other 3. Okay, the Patriots didn't get back-to-back Super Bowl wins, but 2 former Patriots did. LeGarrette Blount, who was an asshole, and Chris Long won last year with New England and this year with Philly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They traded over.
Yeah, I don't like LeGarrette Blount because he did a brief stint with the Steelers and sucked.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had a bad attitude. Anyways, 17 new Super Bowl records were set last night, including 3 kicking-related ones. The Patriots are the first team to play a Super Bowl without punting, and a lone punt by the Eagles means that this game had the fewest punts overall in any Super Bowl.
Wow.
There was also 4 missed point-after touchdown attempts, which is a new record. Both teams missed an extra point kick, and the Eagles failed on 2 two-point conversions. And last but not least, the best one of all probably, the Patriots have just tied for the record of most Super Bowl losses. This was New England's 5th loss. The Denver Broncos have 5 losses, but no team has more.
Wow.
Which, you could say, oh, they have 5 wins and 5 losses. So, 50%. But, sure.
Still, fuck the Patriots.
They're still getting there. So.
Yeah. I've got one of my own here. Okay. It's not really a fact. It's a fact, but, it's just kind of a fun thing. ABC has broadcast 7 Super Bowls. Fox has broadcast 8. NBC, including this year, has broadcast 18. And CBS has broadcast the most at 19. So that's cool. Now,
hopefully... hopefully it moves more towards YouTube streaming it or
that would be really
the internet
good.
Streaming it.
We'll see. In 2016, I think, 2016, we had the CBS Sports app on our Xbox, and it would not it streamed. We saw the first few commercials, and we saw the beginning of the the end of the pregame, beginning of the. We saw the coin toss and shit like that, yeah. And so many people were logging on that it just crashed. Now, with CBS and NBC, they were simultaneously broadcast on those. The first Super Bowl was. So, they count it as 2 separate ones, But still, not counting that, it's still 17 and 18, so that's pretty high. So let's talk a little Super Bowl history between just in our personal lives.
Okay.
When Justin Timberlake pulled out her titty, Janet Jackson's, did you watch the game? Were you watching the game?
Yeah, I was watching it.
Did you see the titty?
No, I didn't see it. It was because,
It was very quick, but...
Yeah, it was very quick. Wait, do you know what year that was exactly?
2004.
2004. So I was 14. I don't even know where I was to watch it. Because the one year we went over to a neighbor's... I don't know, that was Little League. I don't know. I remember seeing it, but, to know where I was and be like, oh, yeah, I saw it. It wasn't and I still had dial-up internet then, so it wasn't I could look it up afterwards either. Not that I really wanted to or anything, but anyways. But yeah, little me didn't see anything wrong with it because I was just okay, it just happened to go that way. They knew the risk of doing that, but it's whatever.
We saw it my dad was taking a shower because he never likes the halftime show, and he really didn't like Janet Jackson, so he was just taking a shower. My mom and I were sitting on the couch, and my sister was sitting in my dad's chair. We were all watching. We didn't see it. We were just like da 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 da. Like he just went like this, and then went. Phew,
Yeah, it went black.
and that's all we saw. Like we didn't know anything. What I remember. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You go ahead.
Change the subject. Oh, I was just gonna say, is that the year that Run DMC and Aerosmith did it too?
No,
Because I remember that Super Bowl to halftime show for some reason.
that was
They did Walk This Way. That's the only way I remember it.
that was Super Bowl in the year 2006.
Okay.
So it was a 2005 season. I remember that because I had my broken ankle. I'll tell that story in a minute. But actually, it was 2 sprained ankles, but the same thing. Anyway, I remember that Super Bowl, the one with Janet Jackson's titty, because I had my favorite Super Bowl commercial, third favorite commercial ever, was where this guy and his girl. There's a plane outside. It was really loud. Anyway, this guy and his girlfriend were out in like a romantic carriage ride with a horse, carriage and everything. Mm-hmm. And they're sitting there. And he's like, "How about a little bit of candlelight?" And she's like, "Oh," and he lights a candle and stuff. And he goes, "And now for a little Bud Light." And the horse was like, "Whoop," and then it lifts its tail and farts, and it blows the fire at the girl. And like the next shot you see is her hair is like sticking out and her face is all black. She's like, "Ah." That was really funny.
I don't think I've ever seen that commercial.
My second favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time was the one where it was like a Western theme, and this like badass guy walks in. He's like, "Give me a Bud," and they pass a Bud Light through the counter. He takes a drink, and then he just starts singing "Tiny Dancer" by Elton John, and then the entire bar is singing "Tiny Dancer." Do you remember that one?
I don't remember that one either.
Oh my god! Well, okay, you'll remember this one. My favorite, all-time favorite commercial of all time for the Super Bowl was the talking Stain. Well, they had to sit there for the interview, and he's like, "Oh my god, Shane, you make this podcast boring, dude." No, I'm just kidding. But that's like my favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time. It's so fucking funny because like, he's talking in this stain that's on his shirt, and it's like talking over him and shit. And it's for Tide, so it's like silence that stain. Blah blah blah. Okay. But although I do love, and it has to do with the Steelers, the one with Mean Joe Green with "Hey kid, catch." I love that commercial. That's a very wholesome.
Yeah.
And then like the Clydesdales every year. That one's.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I don't think I've seen any. Like I said, I fell asleep, so I'm gonna miss some. Apparently there was like someone hit a button or something, and there was just 30 seconds black air.
Like, I heard about that.
The screen was just black.
That's awesome. Somebody got fired.
Well, I saw a joke on Twitter like, "Oh, the same guy that alerted Hawaii got a job at the Super Bowl."
Yeah, or the guy who was in charge of the lighting at the Super Bowl 2013. Remember when the whole stadium went dark?
And everyone said, "Where's Ray Lewis?"
Yep. That was it. So what's your best like Super Bowl experience, whether it be like a party or like just watching the game or whatever?
See,
if you want to put that aside and you have a bad one, you can do that one first.
No, I was just saying, as weird as it sounds, the Super Bowl was never a big thing in my family.
Really?
Like, we watched it, but it wasn't like, okay, let's have a party, let's all that stuff, like what you see on TV and all that stuff. There's 2 memorable ones. One, the person I was with, we got into a fight.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was so pissed because it was 2008. And if you remember 2008, was that the last time Steelers won the Super Bowl?
Yes, that was actually my worst Super Bowl. I'll tell that story in a minute, but you keep telling it.
So I started at their house and went to my house. Still good because Steelers won, so I can't really like.
Sure.
And I remember Harrison doing that 99-yard run, that asshole, just because he had to go to the Patriots, which is funny because someone retweeted a tweet he did in 2012 saying, "Cheaters never win."
Yeah.
Okay, Kirsty, what's up?
Yeah, let's take a pause. Kirsty probably just finished the This Is Us episode. Come on. I I love you too. Oh, he died, didn't he? Yeah, he died. Okay, so anyway, keep going.
And then, so then the next one I remember, it was the Giants and the Patriots. I think it was the year the Patriots were going to go undefeated. And I'm not going to mention the before part, but I went to a friend's house and we played pool and ate pizza and watched it. It was fun. That was the year that Budweiser also came out with Black Crown, which I still have yet to try.
Oh, I've had that. That's pretty good. I hate Budweiser, but it's pretty good.
Oh, I love Budweiser. But yeah, that's if I think Super Bowls, I think of those two, and now obviously this one because it's my first one in the house. Um,
Okay, so you're the one you were talking about. I just looked it up to make sure. The one you were talking about was Super Bowl 2008 season, but it was in 2009.
yeah, it was in 2009. Yeah, it was that. Yeah.
That wasn't the one that was before was my worst Super Bowl. That was the one with Patriots and the one we were just talking about, Patriots and Giants 2008.
Yeah, that.
With Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers as the halftime.
I lied. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other one, other Giants Patriots game.
Oh, okay.
The second one. Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't remember years. I just know. Oh, they played this. This person played this person, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. So my worst Super Bowl was the one with the Patriots Giants, where the Giants won 17-14. Everybody in my house had the flu. We were all throwing up, having butt barfs, if you know what I'm saying. Pretty much my whole town had the cold. Like, there were 400 kids in my high school, and I think, 250 were out for about a week. It was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
They just watched movies all week in school. I think there were 4 people in my grade. 4 or 5. They just met in the library all day. But that one was really bad. Like every year my mom makes Super Bowl is kind of a big thing in my family. Until Kirsty and I got together, it's always been a big thing. We've always either been just me and my immediate family, or we've had people over, whatever. But my mom always makes her nachos, which is nothing special, but at the same time it is special. You know, she puts like a can of, I don't know, like salsa or whatever, which I don't love, but and then Velveeta cheese and meat and makes nachos.
The Rodotor or whatever.
Something like that.
Is it? Okay.
The nacho.
Alyssa made it, but I don't like Velveeta. I can't. The first time in the apartment, she made like the mac and cheese with Velveeta, and I don't know if it was the water, if it was like bad Velveeta, but I can never eat Velveeta again because that triggers that memory. That taste just triggers it.
Sure, yeah. But she always makes that, and that year we were too sick to enjoy it. She made it, and we ended up letting it sit there for like a week before we ate it because we were all feeling like shit. My dad stayed home from work. My mom didn't work, but she was feeling sick. My brother and sister were 5 and 4 at the time, so they were pretty young. 4 and 3, and yeah, it was hell. That sucked. But the best one was the year before. That was when the Colts and the Bears played down in Florida at Dolphin Stadium. Remember, it was 29-17, and it was just
Colts won, right?
Colts won. It was so fucking good. Billy Joel was the national anthem, and Prince was the halftime show. Let's just start the day. I get up. It's cold outside, and there's snow on the ground, and it's just a beautiful sunny day. Got to watch movies and cartoons all day. My cousin Casey came over and hung out with us, and my mom made the nachos. We got these because it's the Colts. We live in Indiana, you know. Back then I was a Colts fan. So Marsh, the grocery store, it's kind of like Kroger or whatever, Weiss or whatever it's called that you have.
Wise or Giant.
Same thing.
Or Wegmans. Wegmans is really good. Anyways, good.
Or Piggly Wiggly or fucking Winn-Dixie, Giant Eagle, whatever you have, or our listeners in Australia, yes, we haven't forgot about you. What's going on? Whatever you guys have down under. Anyway, they had cookies that were iced, and then they had blue little like, like little like on there,
The lines.
Yeah. And it was, oh my god, you take a bite into it and like your asshole hurts because of all the sweetness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it like does that for you, but it was just so fucking good. And we had those, and my mom made her homemade chocolate chip cookies, and she dyed them blue. They ended up coming out green. And my dad and I had fun shit talking the Bears because the Bears suck. Let's see. Yeah, Casey was over. We had the nachos. We had Vienna sausages, pigs in blankets, the cookies, and I had only kind of liked Prince a little bit, but the halftime show was so amazing. And Prince played Purple Rain, and it was raining, and they shined purple lights on the rain, and that made me fucking fall in love with Prince. No homo, but yeah, like I fucking fell in love with the dude, and it was the best halftime show I've ever seen in my entire life. I loved it. It was so great. But the Colts won. We didn't have school the next day. It was closed. So we just sat back and watched cartoons and chilled. We got to stay up really late. Played video games and stuff. It was just a great, great day. And I will always remember that. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was awesome. It was so awesome.
And just so you know, Justin did a tribute to Prince last night.
Yeah, I heard he would play. I would fall for you. I would die for you. Yeah.
They had it projected up on this. It looks like a giant sheet, but it was really good. And then just watch it because when they did that tribute to, they went outside. I don't know if it's a drone, a helicopter, or whatever. And there's the Prince symbol in purple.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Yeah, I'll have to watch that.
Around the stadium. So yeah, you have to watch that.
I'll have to watch that after we do this and the next one. But yeah. And another really good one was my first real year of being a Packer fan was in 2011.
Okay, shut up, Josh.
When the Packers beat the Steelers. Yes, sir.
That was at my sister's house.
In Texas.
My dad's a big Packers fan, so I was like, yep.
Your dad's a good man.
I can't do this because I don't want to go all game, going back and forth with them. So I went to my sister's house.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, I went home that night. I was gonna say I almost didn't go home that night just because I didn't want to deal with him.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, but oh my god, it was so fucking great. 31 to 25. Played a good game. Yes, but I followed the Packers that year. Like I was like, this team's fucking great. Like it just kind of like came up. I was like, man, I fucking like the Packers, and I watched them from preseason on. And the halftime show, I think it was the Black Eyed Peas, and Slash was in there. The only cool part of it was I remember Slash, Black Eyed Peas, yep. It was okay. I liked it better with Slash. Like when he came out. But it was a good game. It was a very good game. Christina Aguilera did the national anthem. That was really good. She had I think that was the one where she like fucked up her voice. It was cool. But that was a really good game. That was the first year I was a real Packer fan. And it was great, but it wasn't as good as the one with the Colts. That one was really, really fucking awesome.
I just realized your shirt is actually a Green Bay shirt.
It is a Green Bay shirt.
Anarchy shirt.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's the Sons of Lombardi, and it says Green Bay. I participated in the Reddit Secret Santa, and actually, hang on.
Did you do that this year or a year before? Years past.
I did it this past year. It was my first year. So Christmas of 2017. My Secret Santa, she lives in Arizona. She got me this shirt and this Funko of Aaron Rodgers. Cool. I have the other one. This is the one where he's wearing his beanie. I have the one where he's wearing a hat and his away jersey.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, Super Bowl, man. It's a fun thing. A very fun event.
Oh yeah.
Very, very fun event.
It's more fun when your team's in it, but when you have no hat in the race, it's like, okay, I can just enjoy a football game now and not have a heart attack because they're passing when they should run, or why'd the runner run that way because the guy's arm's right there, and yeah,
When you were talking about the Giants Patriots, was that the one that was in like 2012?
2011 or 20, yeah, it'd be the 2012.
That was when I was in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Everybody was freaking the fuck out when
Oh
that
yeah, because
happened.
Eli was gonna win it in his brother's house.
Right.
And
That
his brother,
and just because it was the Super Bowl in Indianapolis, like we love football here in Indiana.
oh, so I had to say, the funniest thing after the Broncos won with Peyton Manning was Eli's face going, "Oh shit, now I gotta win another one."
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though he said he didn't think that, but yeah, next year NFL, since Super Bowl's over, it's gonna be a shit show. I
Why?
feel like Alex Smith went from the Chiefs, now he's a Redskin. Kirk Cousins gonna go who knows where. He's saying Denver. He wants to go to Denver because Von Miller came out and said that's the missing piece to get us over the edge. You know, Le'Veon Bell, is he gonna play for the Steelers? Is he gonna sit out? What's gonna happen with Steelers? Aaron Rodgers, is he gonna come back full form?
Better,
Andrew
man.
Luck, is he gonna come back full
You
form?
better fucking just leave. I hate Andrew Luck so much.
There's just so many. There's so many injuries last season. So I did fantasy for the first time in a while, and I didn't pick my first two picks because I couldn't log in, so I got autoed. First one was Julio Jones, which he had a mediocre season. One great game. One game he got 50 points, which is like outstanding. And then my second pick was Odell Beckham Jr., which would have been great if he didn't get injured like week 3. So yeah, hopefully another good season next year. Maybe another Steeler Green Bay Super Bowl.
Maybe.
Maybe Steeler Eagles. Who knows?
Real quick before we get off here, I listen to the local radio station every day. It's 97.7 classic hits, whatever. It doesn't even fucking matter. Anyway, they were talking about Chris Collinsworth on there, and how like the guy was like, man, I fucking hate him. He sucks. Like he would not. Normally this guy is pretty even kill, just like go with the flow, and he was a very positive guy and kind of a godly guy and stuff. But he would not shut up about how much he fucking hate Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah. Yeah, because Barstool Sports had an article they wrote. They're like, hopefully one day we'll find out how much money he had for the Patriots.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, okay. So I think we're gonna cut it off there because we still have one more to record. Wow. So yeah, next Monday's episode, guys. Come on in, tune in, and see what we have going. All right. Yeah. Ka-chow. Whatever. No. I just kind of went with that one. So, okay. So that's all I got. Shane, is there anything else you have?
No, that's everything.
All right, people. Thank you so much for watching and listening. You know what to do. We'll see you next time. Until the next time we meet. Ooh, I like that. Until the next time we meet.